Hi guys, Jade Morris here. I'm joined today by former World Series of Fighting champion Jessica Aguilar. Jessica, it's lovely to meet you. How are you doing?
So nice to meet you as well. I'm doing great, thank you.
I'm feeling very jealous. I've just seen you have a coffee there. Where's mine? What's going on?
I have yours. I have yours here ready for you when you come. I promise.
And I promise I will bring you some chocolate as well.
There you go.
Some
Good
English
trade.
stuff. Sorry?
That'll be a good trade.
Oh well, definitely a good trade. Now, you've had an absolute great year at World Series of Fighting. You've just been released, obviously, because you're looking to pursue the UFC. Now, how did World Series of Fighting take that? Were they happy for you, or what actually went on when you spoke to them?
Well, they actually offered me a fight for September, and I had some time. I hadn't fought since November, so I had some time to think things through. And my next step, I wanted to continue competing against the top ladies in my division, in the strawweight division. So, and UFC has that. So I asked WSOF to be released, and they agreed, and they gave me the release.
Now, you're considered one of the best female strawweights in the world. What were your thoughts when the UFC opened up the strawweight division?
Well, I was really excited to see that. I had signed 2 weeks before with WSOF, and I'm really grateful for that opportunity that they gave me. And when UFC opened that division, I was, it's a good thing. When other promotions are opening up that same division, that means there's a need for it, and there's good fighters. So I was happy to see that, especially in a platform like the UFC, which is the largest in the world for our sport. So it was cool. It was cool to see. But again, I had a great opportunity at WSOF, and I'm really grateful to them. And I had a great year last year.
And the UFC wasn't actually allowed to talk to you while you were at World Series of Fighting. Now that you've obviously you were asked to be released, and now that wish has been granted, can we ask, have negotiations started with the UFC, or are you not allowed to say?
Yeah, no, no, no. We're in talks with the UFC, and I'm basically just waiting. I'm waiting for them. So I continue my life, and then I'm still still training, but I'm waiting for them to give us a call back.
Now, you're the former World Series Fighting strawweight champion. Joannis Jędrzejczyk, she's the UFC strawweight champion. Are you keeping an eye on her? Will you be watching her at UFC Berlin? And is that a fight you've got your eye on in the future, getting that title shot?
Absolutely, that's the fight that I want. Obviously, I want to continue proving why I'm the best strawweight in the world, and yes, that's the fight I want. So I will be watching that fight. I think she has amazing skills, and I look forward to challenging myself against her.
And obviously, if that isn't a possibility straight away, would you be open to fighting the former UFC strawweight champ Carla Esparza? Because obviously, you fought her before. There's a little bit of Twitter beef that's been going on. I'm sure you've been asked a lot. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Like I said, if we get a good deal done, I'm a team player. I'll do whatever. My first choice is for the belt. But again, if we get a good deal and the UFC asks something different of me, I'm a team player, so I'll do what they'd like.
And I take it you obviously watched Tough 20 with the strawweights. What did you think of the show? Obviously, I know you had a few teammates on the show, and what do you think of the strawweights that are in the UFC division at the moment?
I think the division is stacked with talent. The show was good. It was good. Um, it's just stacked with talent. They have the best strawweights in the world. Some of the best strawweights in the world. They don't have the number one, but I think it's just they have some talent. They have great girls that are really marketable. And there's some that are new, and they're getting the experience and the exposure that they deserve. So I'm happy to see that my division is growing that much.
Well, I was going to ask what you think about actually, because obviously some girls in the division have been getting a lot more attention than others. Obviously, we had Paige Van Zandt. She's had such a great PR promotion behind her. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think, because some people, have a negative view on it in the division, others think it's fantastic.
I think it's fantastic. I think that it's up to the fighter, how they want to be marketed, how they want to be promoted, and you have to be willing to work and go get it. There's if you want eyes on you, you got to go get those eyes on you. So I think it's great. I think she's doing a great job, and she's backing it up. So hey, good for her. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see when any especially women succeed, especially in a sport like this.
And you yourself, obviously, you've been on an absolute tear. You're on a 10-fight win streak now. Do you feel like there's anyone in the division who is going to give you that challenge that you didn't have at, say, World Series of Fighting? Or are you pretty confident that you're going to get right to that title and take it off Joanna's hands?
Well, I'm pretty confident. Every fight's a different challenge, but I'm pretty confident that belt's going to be on me if that deal goes through.
Hopefully we get to see that fight.
Yes.
A lot of fighters, obviously, they do start their fight career quite early. Now, you actually have a totally different story because you started a lot later than everyone else. You actually started in jiu-jitsu. Could you tell us a little bit more about that and why you got into fighting?
Well, thank you for knowing. Thank you for. Sorry, but I have to thank you for knowing.
Good at my job.
Yes, you did a good job. Thank you so much. Yes, I started, when I was 26 years old with no combat experience. I moved to South Florida and I joined I've been an athlete all my life, but I joined a boxing gym and I went into a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class by mistake. And, the rest is history, basically. It happened by mistake. I signed up as a regular student and here I am. Almost 10 years, almost a year later, as the number one strawweight in the world. So it's been a crazy journey. I mean, there's a lot of stories that I can tell you that are in between that, but I just believed in myself, basically. I believed in myself. I dedicated time that I needed to dedicate, and I did the right things, and I was surrounded by the right team, American Top Team, and I just believed in myself, and here I am today. So it's pretty cool.
Well, I was going to actually mention the American Top Team. It must be absolutely fantastic getting to train with the talent that is actually there. Who is it that you are training with at the moment?
Yeah, no, when I in 2006 when I joined American Top Team, I was the only girl there
Oh,
that
wow.
was pursuing the MMA, and I was training with the old school. It was like Dean Thomas, Jeff Munson, Dennis King. I mean, Jay Z. It was old school, and they treated me very nice, and I learned a lot from those guys. And I've trained under right now. I train under Master Ricardo Laborio. He's a black belt under Carson Gracie. My striking is Cattell. My wrestling, Mike Brown. And there's other trainers that I've trained with. I've gotten my from white to purple belt from Marcos D'Amata Paumba. So I mean, but all of those trainers train at American Top Team, and now I've included different trainers, my strength and conditioning coaches Everton and Ken, and my boxing coaches Chuck and Billy. So I have a team surrounding me that's I'm very comfortable with, and I trust them, and it's been proven, it's working, and I want to continue, training under them and get that belt,
Well,
get the next belt.
it sounds like you have an absolutely fantastic, team around you, and we certainly can't wait to see you in the cage. But thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us, and good luck on your road to UFC, and hopefully we see you there soon.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much, Jade. And one thing that I want to ask my fans and your fans, the people listening, is to support. If you guys want to see me in that UFC cage, I want social media. Tweet Dana, Lorenzo, UFC, and let them know that you guys want to see me in the UFC cage. And who you guys want to see me fight. I can also be followed on social media on my Instagram and Twitter. It's at JagATT. My fan page, my Facebook fan page is Jessica Jag Aguilar. And thank you so much for the support and sharing my story. And to all my fans, I'm really grateful.
No problem. Don't forget to follow, guys. This will be a fantastic fight if we get this on the card. I'm certainly looking forward to it. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'll let you go enjoy your coffee now.
Thank you so much, Jade. Don't forget my chocolate.
Oh yeah, I will remember your chocolate, I promise. I've got
Okay.
about 10 people on the list for when I come over.
And I will have your coffee ready.
Perfect. That sounds like a good deal. Perfect. Thank you so much, Jessica.
Thank you. Have a good one.